This is the UK's biggest chart, Sunday afternoon. My name is Will Manning. I was just saying off air, like, I just thought this would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I get the honour of doing it again. Speaking to Kylie Minogue, everybody.
I think we're going to make a thing of it.
Yeah, just once a year.
Let's pop it in the calendar.
I'm happy with that.
Annually.
A recurring event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm cool with that. You've been building the tension, quite literally.
But yes, very much so.
Between album 1 and Tension version 2.
Yes.
Which we are in the era of right now. When you were doing that Padam Summer last year, did you have this in the bag? Did you know this was going to happen, or is this just like ever since that?
I did not know.
Okay.
I think most people are used to a lot of albums. There's album release and then there's the little bump up.
Yeah.
And that's what we were probably aiming to do, but I had different collaborations happen, and the list of songs just was growing and just started to look like a body of work. So we said, let's give them a more, but like a bit more than more.
Right, let's elevate it.
Yeah.
So were some of these songs ones that maybe didn't make Tension 1 and you just like reworked to make it work for this album?
Not really.
They're all fresh.
I think they're all fresh
Sweet.
in the end. But I like Padam and Tension opened so many doors. So I had some amazing songs sent to me, got into writing rooms with great new people and some of my old favourites.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was it. And it's only really struck me since it came out that I haven't done a sequel. But I'm really enjoying that people are getting it, that this is just more of the Tension.
Yeah.
And in tandem with the tour, it gives us more to play with.
Right. That's going to be one hell of a set list.
Yeah.
How long are you prepared to sing for? Every night. It's open for negotiation.
I literally, as of this morning, and the recent days, we've got set lists going back and forth. We're just trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really excited about it.
It's just really cool that you could do your own version of the Eras tour, couldn't you, one day?
I could.
There's so many eras. It's going to be amazing in the future years. Well, let's talk about Lights, Camera, Action. Straight in at number 4 on last week's chart.
Very exciting. Thank you.
Well, look, the fans love it. And like you say, they just wanted more of it. And clearly it's working. Yeah. I was speaking to Lewis Thompson. I wanted to get some insight on this tune.
Lewis.
And he was like, do you know what? So Lewis Thompson produced the record, right?
Yes.
He was like, he never actually got to meet you when you were doing this. You were doing it remotely.
No, but
the first time round.
We had met. We'd done sessions, but for this track, sent everything remotely. As usual, I get really forensic about everything. So, but it was worth it. We got there.
Yeah.
And the other writer is Ina Ralston, who wrote Padam Padam.
Incredible writer.
Amazing company.
Huge team.
Yeah.
So you are the pop star then that's like tweaking, you're fine tuning, and the producer's like, can you just leave me to it?
Probably. I don't know. Maybe they're all this. We're all obsessives,
Yeah.
So I can do that now because I just do mostly self-recording. So
yeah,
I love it that it's possible.
Also, you're Kylie. You can do what you want, right? It's got to be perfect.
I should think of that more often.
Get it on a T-shirt, Kylie. I'm Kylie. I can do what I want. Well, Lights, Camera, Action has inspired. I won't call it a game necessarily, but like I guess I want to focus on some spotlight moments. Mm-hmm. So I want to focus on the themes around these titles, so Lights, Camera, Action in your career, okay? Maybe these are like stories that you tell friends at dinner parties. Maybe you've not spoken about them before. So let's start with Lights. You're lighting up the stage, right? You've performed for so many years, so many amazing places. Is there a standout performance that still gives you those goosebumps? It all comes back to you.
Yeah, it's really predictable what I'm going to say. But Glastonbury
Legend slot.
I mean, I have to choose Glastonbury because it's so other. And it's the biggest crowd I've ever performed to. And it was such an honour. And the love was overwhelming. So I have to choose that.
Can you still remember the feeling of walking out onto that stage?
Yes.
And like the sound that must have hit you.
Yeah. Well, there was that meme that went around like literally.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
The crazy thing is I do shoot some videos and stuff, and you kind of know how to recreate stuff, how to do the look or the face. I don't know. I had no control of that particular moment, and I've tried to break it down. I think the reaction and therefore the look was wow. And also there's no turning back now.
That's
this
it.
is happening.
Yeah.
'Cause
You got to go for it.
I started on this structure facing the back of the stage and turned around to have the reveal. So it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I do remember it very clearly.
Great answer. Right, let's go to camera round. So I'm looking for a behind-the-scenes story here, something from behind the camera, maybe something from the set of working on TV or a music video that maybe we don't know about, a memory that will make you laugh or smile when you think about it that no one else got to see.
I just went way, way, way back and thought of Jason Donovan and Guy Pearce and myself just cracking up and causing a bit of mayhem on Neighbours sets. We would just get the giggles and couldn't stop, and there'd be, that floor manager would be getting increasingly cranky and hacked off with us. But I have a really super fond memory of that.
I can only imagine the chaos that you guys got up to. And everyone's like, we've got a time to work to here.
Can you imagine if socials were around at that time?
Are you lucky they weren't?
What would Des and Daphne have been doing? That's what I want.
Yeah. Oh, we never know.
We'll never know.
Right, let's go to the action round. I want to take a step away from music. The opportunities that you've been given thanks to your insane catalogue of tunes. I'm thinking like waving the flag at the F1. Like things you never thought would happen.
Let's go with that because it's like I can still feel it. I love F1 and I've performed at a number of races. Unreal. I loved it.
What's the pressure of waving that flag? Because everybody's looking at you. Like nobody's not looking at that moment.
I was really nervous.
Yeah.
I just...
Of everything you've done, doing that.
Yeah, I know. But it's just like, so now that I've done it once, I totally get it. And if they were ever to ask me again,
You'd smash it.
I'd run to it.
Yeah.
But I was helped with the lady who was helping me. She said, "Okay, you've just got to hold it. The camera's going to cut to you." I wasn't even sure when it cut to me. There's mayhem. There's cars racing by.
Yeah.
It's 1 billion degrees. It was incredible. The main instruction was to hold the flag downwards so it doesn't accidentally, a driver doesn't glimpse it and think this is...
Of course. Yeah. So didn't even think about that.
Kind of clutching it. And it's actually really, really light, which is good. And right before I did it, one of the other guys there said, so this kind of like... Almost like a gardening glove. He said, "Do you want the glove?" And I was like,
right.
I quite like I don't know. I don't want the glove.
Take the glove.
Anyway, okay. As you're kind of waving it for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's and then the woman says to me, "There's 20 seconds before the next car." I'm like, "What do I do?" She says, "Keep waving.
Keep going. Just keep going.
I'll just keep the flag alive."
Did it feel awkward, like a really long time?
Tiny bit awkward.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I thought, now I know why he'd offered the glove, because everything's hot.
The strain as well.
Not the strain, just...
It's slipping.
It's slipping.
Right.
I mean, it didn't slip, but it did cross my mind that maybe I should have taken the glove.
That's... Honestly, there's so many layers to just waving a flag. Who would have thought?
There's a lot of nuance.
There really is.
But it was a huge thrill, so that... I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's a good
that's really cool.
bonus
that's really cool.
of my life right now.